Across the channel, there's quite the dramatic showdown unfolding. After receiving approval to ban the sale of combustion engine cars entirely by 2035, Germany has thrown a wrench into the final vote to officially adopt this legislation. The concern? Combustion cars using synthetic fuels may not be exempt from the ban. In a tweet, Germany's transport minister, Volker Wissing, voiced the sentiment. The internal combustion engine itself is not the problem, the fossil fuels it runs on are. Given that Germany is Europe's largest car producer with 820,000 jobs at stake and significant investments in the synthetic fuels industry, there's undoubtedly some pressure at play here. For the past week, German Chancellor Olaf Scholz has been lobbying the President of the European Commission, Ursula von der Leyen, to seek clarification on the legislation's wording. Scholz emphasized, it's not about differences of opinion but about how it can work, and that is such a solvable question that we are all very optimistic, not just within the German government but also in our talks with the Commission. Von der Leyen added her perspective. We are in a constructive dialogue and give full support for technological openness, but it must be in line with our goal of climate change. Advocates of e-fuels argue that synthetic hydrocarbon fuel, produced with renewable energy, is carbon neutral because the CO2 released when burning it equals that captured during its production. This concept is akin to the frequent-flyer/tree-plant symbiosis. However, Michael Bloss, MEP and climate policy spokesperson for the Green Party in Germany, disagrees vehemently, stating, e-fuels are inefficient, expensive, and not an alternative. They are an advanced argument to block climate policy in the transport sector. He highlights the disparity in energy efficiency, noting that a wind turbine can supply 1,600 electric cars with energy or 250 combustion engines. Germany's vote is crucial, as a qualified majority of 55% is needed to finalize the legislation. But Germany isn't the only country with concerns. According to Bloss, Poland and Bulgaria do not want the ban, and Italy also wants to abstain. Collectively, they would represent 41.85% of the EU population, enough to prevent a qualified majority and reject the end of combustion engines. Critics of the delay, including those in favor of the ban, are frustrated with Germany for introducing these concerns so late in the process. Spain, for instance, worries that last-minute changes will disrupt markets and confuse investors. Teresa Ribera, Minister for Ecological Transition, expressed concern. What if other governments decide to do something similar on whatever issue? The procedural rules are for everybody. The fact that Germany's apparent reversal may have been to appease a faction within Scholz's coalition government hasn't escaped notice. Ribera remarked, they may have a domestic political difficulty, but now they have exported their domestic political difficulty to the whole European Union.